White 25. 53. Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Check. Cross. Let's go.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This series between the 49ers and the Bucs. Began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last two meetings. On second down, it's Jones. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the balls.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 57 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
11.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
21.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
He's checking, he's not.
Winston now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. One, Omaha.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and the line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scott Miller, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
And he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Coleman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. That's to his running back, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, here's Breida. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo finding Goodwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
Mike, 56, right there.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Stop your whining. Check your hot read.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Check, check. 21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
21. San Francisco. 54. Let's go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Coleman, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Breida, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees it.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 34 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man. Wait. Green, triple T. Watch twist. Wait.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Kill. Green, triple T. Kill. 5 on the 50.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Undercrunch.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check 56. We own them. Easy. Flip it. Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. Wait. 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them. With 2 remaining, we'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Sponge. 65. Check. White. SOS.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. On second down, it's Coleman. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. From the 22, Winston. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 29-yard line. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This is Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.